1 degree Celsius of ocean warming. So what? Who cares? It's just a degree. Well, let's talk about it. So circulation in the North Atlantic has slowed down by about 15 degrees since 1950. So that conveyor belt has slowed down. It's now the weakest it has been over the last 1,600 years. And we're worried that circulation may slow by 34 to 45% if we continue to heat the planet at the current rates. Now, if this conveyor belt slows down, it affects the entire world, right? That is transfer of heat from the tropics up to the North Atlantic Ocean. That means that Europe, right? That now you go to Europe, it's a moderate climate, feels a lot like the US. But notice that Europe is actually pretty far north, right? The reason that Europe is so warm is because it's receiving this warm water from that ocean conveyor belt. If that ocean conveyor belt shuts down, then Europe is going to get very, very cold because that warm water is going to pile up on the US East Coast, which means we're going to get very, very warm. So if we pass a tipping point of 3 to 4 degrees Celsius warming and the conveyor belt drastically slows down, water is going to pile up on the US East Coast, causing local sea level rise and a much, much warmer climate here. The northern hemisphere will cool when the Gulf Stream slows down. So Europe might go into what we call like a little mini ice age. If you've never seen the movie Day After Tomorrow, it's hilarious. It's great. It will not happen that way, but it does kind of explain the science behind it. And the equatorial surface water will warm for longer, meaning it's going to get warmer near the equator. Warm water fuels hurricanes, so we're going to get more and more hurricanes when this happens, if this happens, which it looks like we're on track. All right, 1 degree Celsius can also drastically impact coastal and marine ecosystems. So here's a picture of a coral pre-bleaching and then post-bleaching. And we know that coral bleaching happens when it undergoes heat stress, right? So the NOAA Coral Watch puts out alerts, right, of coral bleaching areas. And you can see that on this, global map from 2014 to 2017, they've got this color scale where blue means no stress. Notice there's basically no blue in the entire world. All of the corals in the world oceans are stressed. Light yellow just means, it's, just watch it. There's not much light yellow. And then you get up into the warning, alert level 1, alert level 2. Notice that most of the ocean is in the alert level 1, alert level 2, right? We have a lot of coral bleaching. If you want to see a coral reef in your lifetime, please go see one now, because they are already drastically changing. I know a lot of divers who say that even now, they cannot go anywhere in the world and see a reef as vibrant, as healthy, as diverse as one they could have seen just a decade ago. So we are losing them quickly. Right. So what else might an increase of 1 degree Celsius have? Well, we talked about a lot of the equatorial water is going to heat up. And when that happens, we're going to have more and more hurricanes. So a hurricane grows when warm, moist air is pulled up in the storm's center, like a chimney-like effect, and warm water evaporates faster, so it's going to fuel more storms. And we can see that over time, hurricanes have actually become stronger, right? We're not saying they've increased in frequency necessarily, but the ones that we do see are stronger than they used to be. And that hurricane strength almost perfectly coincides with the temperature of the ocean and our observations. So it's pretty clear that the ocean temperature is what's causing hurricane strength to increase.